Time for another installment of my top three songs from some of my favorite artists. And now we're going to do Ozzy Osbourne. I've been in tribute mode for Ozzy, listening to a ton of his music. My fantasy football teams are named Ozzy after Ozzy's songs. And yeah, here we go. We're gonna do 4 or 5 records this for first recording of top three songs. So let's start with his debut as a solo artist from 1980, Blizzard of Oz. Um, so yeah, this is just just classic, quintessential Ozzy. You got Randy Rhoads, the legend, on guitar, Daisley on bass, Lee on drums, and Don Erie or Irie on keys. Just gonna the best song on this one, I just gotta go with the old time classic, is Crazy Train. You hear that song everywhere as soon as that riff opens up. Randy's just shredding. It's quintessential. If you're a new guitar player, that's a song you're probably learning on the guitar, at least when I was growing up. You go to a sports game, that song's playing. But one of my favorite things is The Office, when they were doing, I think it was motivational speeches or trying to sell a package, and Kevin Malone had his chance to shine, and he opened up with Crazy Train, and then he's running in the room, high-fiving the people in the audience, and then ultimately made himself sick because he doesn't do that much cardio. But anyways, classic Ozzy, a riffing, excellent song. But yeah, number one on Blizzard of Oz, Crazy Train. Then I'm going to go with I Don't Know. Concert staple, up tempo, again, excellent riffing, excellent musicianship. And then track 3 is a song that just has grown on me over the years. I think when I was a young kid, when I first didn't have this album, I had the live tribute album to Randy, and Mr. Crowley was on there. And just over the years, it really has grown on me. The keyboard work on here is moody, brooding, it's creepy. We're coming into Halloween. This is a song you could play if you're having a haunted house. And yeah, just really dig it. So top 3 songs from Blizzard of Oz. We're going with Crazy Train, I Don't Know, and Mr. Crowley. Coming in next is another classic Ozzy album. This is Diary of a Madman. Somewhere in the recordings, I think a lot of the songs were already written. Bring in Tommy Aldridge, another legend, on drums, and then Rudy Sarzo on bass. And I mean, Ozzy surrounds himself with excellent musicians always. And so Tommy and Rudy are in this one. This is the last one with Randy. Tragically, he died in that plane accident. And so, yeah, kicking off with Over the Mountain. This song. I just love Over the Mountain. This is a great rocker. I love the opening with the drums. It's my number one on this album. When I'm going to listen to Ozzy or make a top 10 solo list, this song usually is on it for sure. And then my track number 2 is going to be Diary of a Madman. This is more of a proggy feel. It's like sweeping. It's almost like you're on a, journey as you listen to this one, but that's kind of how prog music works. I like the classic guitar work from Randy Rhoads on here, and then how the song builds and gets a little bit more energetic. But yeah, great song. And then my track number 3, I mean, a lot of people are going to take Flying High Again. That's the one, you see that in Live and Loud later. Just a lot of his live work is just a classic Ozzy feel. But I'm going to go with You Can't Kill Rock and Roll. I think that's a cool one. Ozzy's just super versatile, and this is a classic album, so you probably could, pick a few other songs if you want to go that route. But we're going Over the Mountain, Brave of a Madman, and You Can't Kill Rock and Roll from Ozzy's second album, Diary of a Madman. All right, next we're going Bark at the Moon. In comes Jakey Lee on guitar. And, this album is decent to me. I think it was somebody else, it probably would be higher up there. I just think Ozzy set the bar so high with Black Sabbath, and then with his first 2 records. I don't love as many songs on Bark at the Moon. I'll say I like them, but I just don't love them. Yeah, I'm going to go with Rock and Roll Rebel. That's a great song. Opens with a riff, and then a sweet soloing kicks in from Jakey Lee. So he's showing you his chops right out the gate. And then Bark at the Moon. Just another quintessential, just staple of Ozzy. It's in so many different set lists throughout the years. Up tempo, it's rocking, and you get some excellent guitar work again from Jakey Lee on this one. I just feel like he's got a chance to show off, and he's shredding on this one. And then for those first two songs were easy for me, and then I was battling between um, Center of Eternity, Slow Down, One Up the B-side. But what I ended up settling on is track number 3, Now You See It, Now You Don't. Listen to those songs a lot back to back. They flip flopped, and so I like that one. Mid tempo one. It's good. It's got some catchy vocal work from Ozzy on that one, and so we're going Bark at the Moon, Rock and Roll Rebel, and Now You See It, Now You Don't. And then here comes the ultimate sin. I mean, check out the artwork on this one. Of course, it's not cooperating with me, so let's go back a page. The artwork on this one right here, that's creepy. Look at Ozzy right here, and then you got the lady, on this one, the fire. It's like a volcano. Maybe this is in hell, depicted in hell, but that one looks really cool. Right out of the gate, my favorite song by far, it's going to probably be in my top 5 Ozzy songs forever, is Shot in the Dark, from the opening note of this song. The key work, the drums, the bass, the guitar, the vocals. Shot in the Dark is a primetime Ozzy Osbourne classic, and I'll just say metal fan classic. It is catchy as all get out. I could see lots of bands, trying to cover this one, but Ozzy's got such a unique vocal style. I don't know if I've heard a version yet that I love, but yeah, Shot in the Dark, it is just awesome. And then we're going to go Killer of Giants. This one is has this proggy feel to it. I think it kind of like the beautiful sounding, kind of ease you into it. Kind of feels like, maybe you're flying over a landscape. You're a bird flying, because it just takes you on this journey. I really like the classic guitar style. And then it's like classical notes, and then Ozzy starts singing in this one. And so Killer of Giants, yeah, good track. And then track number 3 is the album opener, The Ultimate Sin. Again, it's another song with the march of the drum. I like the drum work on here. It's got a good beat to it. And through the song, it just gets stronger and builds, and just kind of makes me want to shake my head. I was listening to it earlier today, and I could just feel my head shaking to it. Even though I listen to heavier music now, there's certain songs on The Ultimate Sin that I think are just absolute classics. All right, so top 3 songs. The Ultimate Sin is going to be track number 9, Shot in the Dark, track number 7, Killer of Giants, and the opening song, The Ultimate Sin. All right, this is going to be part 1 of my top 3 songs from Ozzy Osbourne studio albums. We'll get a part 2 probably later today or maybe early tomorrow. All right, y'all. Y'all take care.